Last week, I sat down with my band to try out remote rehearsing software. We started with Jamkazam because it looked the most promising to us. In this video, I'm going to see if it works, whether Zoom works for band rehearsal, and I'm going to review several of these remote rehearsing programs. Now here's the big question. Does remote practice work? No, at least it didn't work for us. We tried out Zoom, we tried out Houseparty, we tried out these several remote rehearsing programs, and for us it didn't work. Let me first point out why Zoom and Houseparty didn't work. There's a delay on the connection of a fraction of a second. In reality, it means that when you're playing together, you might be playing an eighth note out of time with your band members, or even more. Also, when I was playing, the app just mutes out the other player, so when you are playing, the other players are not audible for you. You can't hear the other people playing when you're playing yourself. If you are looking for other ways to rehearse with your band during the corona crisis, check out the video I made earlier, which I will link in the description. So, why didn't the software work? There are two main reasons why the software didn't work. First reason is that most of us use Wi-Fi and not a wired connection. Even if the distance is short between you and other band members or between your computer and the router, Wi-Fi doesn't work. I tried using this with fiberglass internet with my new MacBook Pro, while my keyboard player was using wired internet and it still didn't work. The second reason is that not all of us got the technical part working. Our singer didn't have an audio interface, so tried out the laptop mic and a pair of headphones. This resulted in a lot of annoying hiss. The other technical issue was that our drummer didn't get our audio through to his headphones, so he couldn't hear us. The next day I tried Jamulus and Ninjam with my keyboard player and friend Floris. Even when Floris and I did get the technical part working the next day, the delay was too much to play with and the audio stuttered often. So how can I make remote rehearsing work? Make sure you use an audio interface, a wired connection, make sure you have a lot of time on hands to start setting everything up, and preferably have your own private server. Is it advisable to use remote practice software? If you're willing to take some time to set everything up correctly, and if you're able to run your own private server, yeah, it might work for you. These remote rehearsing software, they all use public servers. And with the current developments, these servers are running a bit slow because they're too crowded. So, I live next to one of these. If you can see them, where is the game? Yeah, there it is. If you go there. Great. Now let's talk about which software is out there. All software available right now that I found is a bit outdated. I've tried out Jamkazam, Jamulus and Ninjam. There's other ones as well like Jamlink or Sofa Sessions, but both websites were either too slow or unsafe to enter, so I wasn't able to download their software. With Jamlink, you also need some of their own proprietary interfaces to get it working. If you know other software, let me know in the comment section below. Jamkazam was pretty cool, but it was slow. You're able to run your own private room and then rehearse with your band without other people popping in. You can also add one plugin to enhance your audio. When setting up your audio gear, the program actually gives you some advice on whether the latency is too big to be able to jam. We ignored this advice and we weren't able to jam. Jamulus was a lot cleaner, but also more old school. It gave me flashback memories of when I was gaming in the early 2000s with connecting to all these kinds of servers. There's a list of servers that you can connect to. You can pop in whenever you like. This also means that when you're rehearsing in one server, that other people can just join your server and play with you. Ugh. This means that other people can just play through your band rehearsal. It's not what we were looking for. The next program is called Ninjam, and it is made by the same people who made the Reaper DAW. It's an interesting tool that needs a client to work. You can either use Reaper, but I used a free client called Jamsaba. Jamsaba, whatever. Jamsaba. You can connect with 8 people to one of their several public servers. There's a tempo and key signature assigned to every server, So that should mean that you're all playing in the same key and in the same tempo. In my experience, you're playing in a room with random people who don't pay no attention to the time signature or the tempo. I couldn't find an option for setting up a private room, but I think if you run your own server, you could be able to run your own private room. So to summarize, does remote band practice with these kind of apps work? Well, if you're willing to put in the effort to do some research, to set everything up correctly for you and your band members, and if you're able to run your own private server, then yes, it might be able to work for you. For the rest of us people that are not willing to put in these several hours to get something slightly working, I'd suggest to put your time and your hours into writing new songs or to follow one of the tips that I mentioned in my previous video. I want to point out that there has been a small but cool community of players and bands on all of these programs. I believe they've been working with these tools for several years, so in theory it's definitely possible to get this stuff working. Well, thank you for watching. Did you find this video useful? Let me know with a thumbs up and share this with other band members. Till next time.